To prepare myself for the release of Mortal Shell 2 on the 20th of August, I have decided to subject myself to the hardest challenge the first game has to offer. The no shell run. You see, in Mortal Shell you play the Foundling, a little blue wet noodle that dies in one hit. Oh my days! To give yourself a fighting chance, you must bond with the remains of past warriors and take on their strengths and weaknesses as they become your shell. As the name implies, the no shell run does away with that, requiring you to forsake humanity and complete the whole game with 1 HP, which is as painful as it sounds. No, he didn't! No, he didn't! This is by far the hardest challenge I have undertaken on the channel. So grab a cup of tea and join me as we attempt to no-hit Mortal Shell, or just Mortal. See what I did there?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Our story commences in the tutorial area, where we can take the opportunity to re-familiarise ourselves with the game's mechanics. If you've played a Souls game, then you will feel right at home here, but Mortal Shell does throw some of its own mechanics into the mix. Hardening is not as vulgar as it sounds. Instead of punching a hole through your chainmail, you gain a few seconds of invulnerability by freezing yourself into a rock-like state that is broken upon being hit. Although it sounds gimmicky, when you're bricked up, your stamina still regenerates, and you can even activate Harden during attack wind-ups. This creates a unique interaction where you can set a trap for your enemies and trade blows without taking any damage yourself. Even during a normal run, Harden is invaluable. For us, it's essential. And I'm feeling confident already as I defeat Hadern in the tutorial. Not necessary for success, but you only get 1 chance per playthrough to win this fight, so consider it a bonus. We're then gobbled up by the fish and the run truly begins. We awaken Fulgrim, and after playing Colonoscopy Simulator, we make a beeline straight to the church for the checkpoint and the tarnished seal, which gives us the ability to parry. Now we're ready to become a Discord mod. A short distance from the church is a secret altar where we can renounce our humanity. Just to be clear, we are now locked into the no shell run. But before we attempt our first dungeon, we need an outfit change. And more importantly, the mechanical spike for our weapon of choice, the hallowed sword. Fortunately, it's directly opposite the church. Unfortunately, it's guarded by a Grisha. There is an element of psychological warfare to the no shell run. Knowing 1 hit can snuff out your squishy existence instills a certain feeling of dread, and it's something that we will have to overcome, as things are only going to get worse from here. Swear to God, if I'd have failed that parry then, I'd have been screaming like a fucking banshee, mate. I'd have been taken off. Now we can grab the mechanical spike, giving us a special attack to use when we have enough resolve built up. We also have a choice to make. 3 dungeons, 3 bosses. Imrod the Unrepentant is by far the easiest of the 3, so we will start with him. Time to pace it to the Shrine of Ash, and playing with no shell has its benefits. The Foundling has the stamina bar of a horse. Look at this, amazing tactics here. Spam roly-poly, my G. Sure, we could clear every enemy, but I can't be bothered. The spam roly-poly allows us to avoid all the enemies in the shrine too. But before we take on Imrod, there's 2 quenching acid that can be grabbed here, upgrading our weapon to +2. Now we could run around the whole map to get a +5 weapon before the first boss, but I can't be bothered. Besides, Imrod is the easiest. Gland Bearer? Yeah, let's go with that. The only attack that can catch us out is his feint. Typically, he'll do this when rolling away from him during the fire breath. He'll cancel his attack before rushing over to do his 2-hit combo, using the fire to light his mace in the process. But we can exploit this too after learning the pattern. Otherwise, we can quickly build up resolve using the Hallow Sword's light heavy combo, then use the spike to stagger him, rinse and repeat. First go, all first tries. Grisha, first go, 100% first go, you know? And now we've done Imrod. Easy. With the gland secure, it's time for the return journey. What the fuck was that? Oh, I just tripped on the stairs, clearly. After taking care not to stand on any more loose cobbles, we emerge from the Shrine of Ash. But before returning to the church, we can grab 2 more quenching acid. One is in this frog statue that can only be opened when the fog is active. The second, I forgot where the second one is. I could have sworn it was in a frog statue outside of the shrine. Yeah, I spent the next 20 minutes looking for this acid, even killing another Grisha and finding the molten spike for the hallowed sword by mistake. But it turns out the acid is outside the shrine, but is located in the chest in this campsite. So I had to clear out all the fog crawlers to open it because there are no iframes when opening a chest. Wonderful. Now we can upgrade our weapon to +4 and turn this rather testicular looking gland over to the Unchained.
The sacred gland.
The next stop is the Crypt of Martyrs, where happy days are at an end, my friend.
Happy days are at an end, my friends. Happy days are at an end.
Our first task is clearing a way to another chest containing the final quenching acid so we can max out the hallowed sword. Oh! I hope if I actually used the harden mechanic, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be a good one, yeah, like the main thing in the game. You foul git. Show what we do to this one. Oh no, he doesn't have the kick, does he? No, 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 no! That's where the chest is. That's what I want. What are we doing there? Go on. That's the last quenching acid. Okay. That +5 weapon paired with almost unlimited stamina has me feeling like a true glass cannon. Oh, see, I told you I could do it. Killed him before it even exploded. See, I told you I could parry Grisha. The next area is the Enshrined Sanctum. Can I, like, jump off the bridge? Sod it. Oh, you can! I did not know that was a thing. The next area is the Martyr's Altar, where the next glandular guardian awaits, Harsus the First Martyr. Oh, okay. Oh, you sneaky bastard, you. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. Fucking kidding me. Get your ass over here, please. Oh. I love it when the boss just pulls a move out. He just pulls a move out that I just haven't seen yet. It's absolutely perfect. I love it. I'll be honest, the doubts were starting to creep in here. I have never proclaimed to be a pro gamer. I could sit here and boast about beating pre-patch Consort Radahn, but in reality, that was through the skin of my teeth after countless attempts. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm a messy player. I'll go in, take too many risks, and trade blows. My monkey brain doesn't have the patience for a no-hit run. All we need to do is just slow down. And once we have slowed down, we can see Tarsus is not all that complicated. His bread and butter in phase 1 is this double horizontal swing, which he can extend with this slow sweep before ending with the overhead slam, leaving him wide open. Phase 2 looks scarier than it is. Tarsus relies on slow wind-up thrusting attacks, which we can exploit with the iframes on the mechanical spike. His 3-hit combo closes the distance quickly and will catch you out if you're not careful, but it ends with the same overhead slam as phase 1, so that is another damage window. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but he had me stressing. Get the harden back, come on. Are you gonna do anything, boy? Oh, what are you doing? Oh dear. He had me sweating then. 2 of 3 down, it's plain sailing from here. After another run back to the church, we are ready to take on the final dungeon, the Seat of Infinity. This area is a pain in the ass. It's long and crawling with ranged enemies. The first thing we need to do is enter this portal. Next, there are 3 pillars located in this open area that we need to activate. The first is in the middle of the area. The other 2 are on either side of the first pillar. One on a walkway guarded by archers and a big guy. The pathway to their second is on a raised platform behind the tree. Having done that, we can return to the steps where we exited the portal and activate the pressure plate to open the gate. We're going to beeline it past all the enemies, then run all the way back to where we died, taking care not to get shot this time, and we can find our girl to the right of the stairs to give ourselves a checkpoint. Okay. Then we need to run all the way up these stairs to this large room. Don't go into this room, it's a trick. The stairs continue to the left of where you come in. Up the stairs we go until we get to this room with the mesh flooring. We're going to take the portal on the left and arrive at the dim gate. Very important, send the elevator back down as this gives us a shortcut in case we die. Then we're going to keep running towards the floating rocks past all these enemies, into the rocks. We're then going to get shot again. But we sent the elevator down, so it's not terrible. We're still running. We're running all the way back, running past all these rocks. Don't fall down. We're running until we hit the shifting archives and activate the giant sister for another checkpoint. Marathon complete. Now we can take on Crucix the Twice Born. He's just a little guy. It's Quado at Total Recall. For me, Crucix lies in a middle ground between Imrod and Tarsus. He just sort of flails his weapons around and occasionally leaps into the air before diving at you. The armpit gremlin with the Navy SEAL quick draw is the real boss here. He's prone to unloading when Crucix is staggered or if you keep too much distance between the two of you, so we want to always keep them at an arm's length, but he won't be a problem for long. Ah, bald! Look at him, that hairline's fucking chopped. Crucix is much easier to deal with once Mini-Me is out of the picture, and I have to say I'm feeling much more comfortable as a wet noodle with 1 HP now. Saucy. Harried his hairline, mate. With the big 3 6 feet under, we are officially in the home stretch. Using the spam roly-poly technique, we can evade all the nasties on the way back. We can also make use of that shortcut again. Then it's a beeline to the portal and we can finally emerge from the Seat of Infinity. It's back to the church, and arriving home we only have one obstacle left to overcome, the Unchained. And believe me when I say, Birdbrain here had me on the brink of insanity. We are fighting the camera a bit here, but the Unchained himself is not particularly difficult. He mostly does one attack, leaving him open for massive punish windows. Our light heavy combo is best used here to build resolve up quickly, so we can spam the mechanical spike, because his health bar is big. However, the real battle begins at 3/4 health. The bird will punch the floor to summon shadow clones of the foundling to aid him. These fucking things are hyper aggressive, but they share our 1 HP weakness. My preferred method for dealing with them is to keep them all on screen, herd them into a group, and use Harden to hit as many of them as I can in one go. Patience is key here because those clones will have you. Whoa, you can't just be spawning them out of thin air. That ain't fair, dude. Do it on the boss, you fucking donkey. I swear to God, I'm gonna crash out. And just when you think you have him on the run, he summons a maelstrom in the center of the arena. The clones will slowly be sucked into the eye of the storm. Each clone absorbed will restore some of the Unchained's health. It's absolute cinema, guys. This part totally didn't fill me with rage. No, he didn't! No, he didn't! The speed the clones are sucked in and the slowdown of when you attack make it particularly difficult to hit them. So I think it's easier to play it safe here. Pick the stragglers off, but keep away from the eye of the storm. By this point, I'm confident in our ability to fight the Unchained. The risk of taking the clones out here is not worth it. If he gets a bit more health, so be it. Come on. Oh, you greedy. You're too greedy. Could have had him. Come on. Yeah. Okay guys, we completed the no-shell run. Took us around 4.5 hours. It wasn't as difficult as I first thought it was going to be. Depending on my schedule, I might have some more Mortal Shell content out before the sequel drops, we'll see. Otherwise, if you made it this far, do me a favor and subscribe so that I can catch you on the next one. Otherwise, thank you for watching and take it easy.